Welcome to the Imagine Me podcast. Imagine me, imagine you, imagine us. I am Lily Price.
And I am Tyshawn Tony.
Imagine yourself in a space where women can laugh and learn to value themselves by creating a deeper relationship with the divine. Imagine yourself free. What do you imagine? Welcome to the Imagine Me podcast. Imagine me, imagine you, imagine us. I am your host, Lily Price.
And I'm your co-host, Tyshawn Tony.
And we are here kicking it
Yes.
and hanging out. Tyshawn got some dates per usual.
Not going on one today.
Not going on one today, but it
Not
brought
today.
up a hot topic. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
It did.
So, you in the car. You just meet a guy. You all dressed up. Allegedly. You got on purple lipstick, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite lipstick too.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, I was clowning it.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I ain't never seen you with purple lipstick. Oh, I can't wear stuff like that.
I love purple lipstick.
I can't. It just makes me like, because I'm a pale person anyway.
You can still wear colors though.
I don't know. If I wear yellow, I look like I got jaundice disease. Disease or a disorder or whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying it does. It's like it reflects off of my face and it makes me look sickly. So there's just certain stuff I can't wear because I'm so pale. So you're in the car.
Mm-hmm.
First date.
Mm-hmm.
Picks you up. You're all dressed up. You're all excited. You pull up and you end up, well, we're in Ohio, so Beechwood Cheesecake Factory. Beechwood, let me give you a scene. You're at the Cheesecake Factory. What do? Do you get out of the car?
Yes, I get out of the car.
Absolutely, right?
I mean, first of all, it's free food. You know,
Allegedly.
normally it's free.
It better be free food. I mean, we ain't
Free
that part yet.
cheesecake.
Okay, so let's take that out. Because, I mean, you don't know it's your first date. You
Right,
might
true,
go-
that's true.
I mean, it's going to be free
you
for
got
me.
this?
Either way, because I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, I got
I'm
it.
going to the
Mhm.
bathroom real quick. You leave me with a check. So you pull up, you're getting out.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Especially if they got that pineapple cheesecake.
I never had that.
That pineapple upside down. It's like
Tried that.
pineapple upside down. So anyway, this woman, right? She doesn't get out of the car for Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, I did see that. And I thought that was crazy because I think it's wrong. What about the little underdogs out here? Or, okay, they're not underdogs.
Oh, so here we go. Here we go.
Sorry, not underdogs, not underdogs. But the guys that don't get a
Yeah.
chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those be the guys that be the nice guys. They be the ones that, for the most part, like that will treat you right because they're not all, I shouldn't say they're not all about themselves, but they're not like so much about themselves. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I don't see nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory or Longhorn or Carrabba's or, you know, them little simple places. I don't see
Yeah,
anything
because
wrong with that.
you were saying earlier, there's like a list of
Yeah.
like places that you're not. But let's go back though. Does an underdog take you to Cheesecake Factory? Because like I've gone with my kids and it'd be a little pricey. It's
Mhm.
definitely not TJI Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess. So then, what's the limit? Because I'm getting out for Cheesecake Factory. Because first of all, they got Buffalo Blast. Okay, like these little buffalo. Well, I make them at home. You put buffalo in chicken in there, put buffalo sauce, and you got ranch dressing. Girl, my nose be running. Going to cheesecake. I'd probably be so excited, like, oh my God, he done throw me the cheesecake.
I know.
I mean, I'm that girl.
That's what I am. I'm simple. I don't need all that extravagant. You gotta spend $200, $300 on my meal.
I mean, like, me and my husband, like, he loves food. Okay. And his brother's like a chef. So his taste buds are all over the place. He's always trying to mix things together and like try a strawberry with cheese and eat it at the same time. It's so delicious. He's that kind of guy. So when we go out, he does like a more upscale restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I do too, because I like to get dressed up and I like to have that feel, you know? But I do think there's a time and a place. And I don't know, is the first date, depending on what your vibe is on the phone or, you know, however you met, is the first date a upscale restaurant? It can be, but what if you don't know me for real?
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory is all right. You can sit up here and be like, yeah, I spent $75 and I probably won't take her out again.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I agree with that.
So what's the limit?
I don't even know. I think it's whatever you're comfortable with because if y'all vibing on the phone or texting or anything like that, you're probably be like, okay, yeah, I want to take this woman here or this man here or whatever the case may be. I just don't understand like why. I mean, obviously sometimes, yeah, you want to get dressed, you want to go to a really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Fine. Like that's fine. But to just expect that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, what status is your person that you're expecting to take you out to this place?
Yeah.
Because what if this person is not like that? When you see somebody get dressed, you kind of can tell like what kind of person they are, I feel like.
Yeah.
For the most part, especially when it comes to going out on a date. So it's like, okay, he got on some jeans and a button-up shirt. That's not.
But let's be real, like Ty, we're gonna look nice regardless.
Well, for sure.
Like, I'm
for
gonna
sure.
dress up. I love you, babe, but I outdress my husband all the time. Because we like to look nice. I feel like men right now, like their dress is laid back where we get dressed. You know what I mean? Like that's how I am.
Yeah.
Now I grew up in an apostolic church where they was wearing hats and all kind of stuff. So I get dressed. I think just from how I was raised. But I think women now anyway, look at our hair, all the stuff, the nails and all that. Like we're dressed. But I don't think we can't go to Cheesecake Factory dressed because we might be going somewhere else after Cheesecake Factory. Like we're going to Cheesecake Factory and then. But it's like with guys though, they don't have to put all that stuff on. They don't have to do all that. But that's what it is. The watch. We look at the watch. We look at the thing.
In the shoes.
In the
like
shoes. They can't have no dirty.
They
don't
cannot.
put on them.
I agree with that.
Listen.
I
The
agree with
womp
that.
womp womp. Yeah. Womp womp.
And you smell good.
When those
You
shoestrings
good.
is real long and stretched out. Yeah, we can't go out.
Mm-mm.
We ain't going to Denny's with them shoes. But either way, I feel like Cheesecake Factory is, and it's packed all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know who all the people was in the comments, but y'all was there. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Y'all were there because I'd be waiting 45 minutes to get some cheesecake because it'd be packed.
It'd be packed.
I don't know. I do think there is a limit though. Don't take me to your corner bar and be like, yeah, it's our first date.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's going to be like, look, I done got dressed and we at the corner. Those experiences have happened. Not to me. Allegedly. But I think there is a limit. Cardi B and Offset have a meal at McDonald's. I don't know if they still do. Oh, you don't know about McDonald's?
No.
Are you too good for McDonald's?
I am. I do not like McDonald's.
Well, what you eat then?
McDonald's.
Oh, so look there. You see how your face is right now? Whether you're listening or watching, Tyshawn is making a face that is like, I don't like McDonald's.
I don't.
That's the limit right there. I just asked her, what's your limit? The limit is McDonald's.
I don't feed my kids McDonald's. I wouldn't even give it to my kids. Sometimes I don't eat something, but I let them eat it. That's one thing I don't let them eat. I'm not buying McDonald's.
Why not?
We ain't going to discuss that.
Why not?
Just McDonald's is not good for you.
Allegedly. We are not the official spokespeople for McDonald's. Because I will say this. I will eat their, what is it? Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. I'll eat it. I will eat that. I don't have a problem admitting that I will eat McDonald's. And I'm in a secure place in my relationship. Your phone is going on. So whatever date that is, okay? We're doing a podcast. See, this is the kind of stuff that we have to go through for our listeners out there.
Oh, goodness.
Whether this is your first time tuning in or not, imagine me. We talk about fun stuff, realistic things, but then also coming from a faith-based perspective. Imagine yourself being respected, loved, valuing yourself through spiritual wellness, wholeness, but also discussing not going to McDonald's and don't take me on no date to McDonald's. So how do you think God views that, right? Her not getting out of that car. Is that her valuing herself? Is that her saying like, "Hey, I have a status. This is where I'm at. I don't go to Cheesecake Factory."
I mean, I think it is her having a status, but I don't think it makes it an okay status. When I say that, I mean, like, I think that women should value themselves,
Yeah.
but to the point where you're like sort of kind of like degrading the person that is taking you out, that picked you up, taking you somewhere or wanted to take you somewhere. Like, I think it's not fair. That's not fair.
Do you think like spiritually women, especially now, cuz we've talked about this previous episode, we talked about the boss chick
Mhm.
and this thing where we're bosses and what we're going to put up with and what we're not. So, do you feel like on a spiritual note, are women missing men,
Oh,
good men,
for sure.
because of this status of where we're going to go, what we're going to eat? Is that our value or is that what we want to portray? Because I feel like we can still value ourselves by going to Cheesecake Factory.
Mhm.
And honestly, if you are in that space, and I'm not just going to say like a particular fast food place, but what if you are dealing with a gentleman who really doesn't have it together,
Mhm.
but the conversation is cool? He's respecting you. He wants to take you out. He wants to value you. He's not talking about sex all the time. I mean, because right now, that's kind of what's out there. We're
Mhm.
constantly
Excuse
sex,
me.
sex, sex, and money, 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 right?
Mhm.
But you meet this guy who may or may not have all of that money, money, money. And maybe it is a situation
Mm.
where it's Dairy Queen, Ty, because I know you like Dairy
I like
Queen.
Dairy Queen. I'll go to Dairy Queen.
Mhm.
I'll go to Dairy Queen.
Like if he's saying like, let's meet up at Dairy Queen.
I'm like, all right. This okay. So that's where I
Are you
become.
losing your value there? Like,
I don't
is
think so.
me either.
I don't think so.
We're not.
I'm sort of in that situation, sort of kind of, we'll say, for example, talking to someone, it's not someone I ever thought I would talk to. Um, but he's like really nice. He's not like someone I'd be like, oh yeah, I wanna get his number. I wanna talk to him. I wanna,
You see how her voice changed? You see how yeah, here goes. Yeah, you see him? Yeah. It's not like, like you can tell, I can tell you like him right now because on tempo. She's like, yeah, so he's
I mean, he brings that out. But, like, he's not I don't know what his pockets are like. I didn't
right,
ask.
right,
I'm not really worried about that right now.
right.
But he's like, "I wanna take you out." And I even asked him, this is probably a terrible thing in a way, but I asked him, I was like, "Do you always wear black?"
Yeah.
And he was
So
like
now he knows that you're talking about him.
"No." He was like, "No, I just wear, when I come in or whatever." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." I was like, "So you do wear other colors, right?" He's like, "Yeah, I wear the colors all the time." I was like, "Okay." So, I mean, you know me, Imma ask.
Yeah.
So when I asked him, he was like, "Dang, he's gonna, do me like that?"
Yeah, because every time I see you, it looks like you're wearing the same thing.
Right, exactly, exactly. That's what I said. And he
Yeah.
was like, "No," he's like, "I just, throw that on real quick to do such and such." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay." But he was like, "I wanna take you somewhere." And I was like, "Okay, well, just don't wear black." Like, that that's
Yeah.
what I said. But, I mean, I don't care. That being said, I don't care really where we go, but I will say I do not wanna go to McDonald's. I don't wanna go to McDonald's.
Well, that's where it ends. I do think that what you're saying is that you want someone who values I'm not gonna call you by your full name. Ty. Tyshawn. You want someone who values you.
Mhm,
And I think that we're living in a culture, especially I'm just gonna put it out there like black culture, like our culture
mhm,
right now is money, boss, this and that. And it's like, what are we the highest spending buyers economically? Like we buy more than any other race,
mhm,
right? But do we have or own as many businesses and things like that as any other race?
mm,
No. So I think our culture right now is spending, making sure that we look the part, that we look like we have what we're going to put up with. But are we really valuing, especially on the woman's side, like, are we really valuing ourselves by being that way? Because we could be missing this guy. Now we're not saying that this guy, because you said you ain't checked his pockets yet.
Mhm.
But it sounds like he's valuing you. He's
Mhm.
talking to you. You're having conversation. You're engaging, things like that. So if he pulls up to Cheesecake Factory or I don't know.
Longhorn.
Oh yeah, now you're gonna
I
be
love
happy. I'm about
Longhorn.
to
I'll
say
be
he pulled in. You gonna be like, no, it's just me. It's me. No, but it's like, yeah.
Mhm.
He- Is that gonna change now because you went along? I think
Not for
that
me.
so then this brings up the other part. Our job as women is to build the man
Mhm.
instead of having this expectation as soon as we meet him, like he's supposed to just be perfect.
Mhm.
Like, why would God send you the absolute perfect person? When I met my husband, I don't know, have I told this story before? If I've told this story before and folks that are listening have heard it, just continue listening because I'm telling it again. We first like met date night. It was like we were at another person's house. I was with my friend and there was some other people there and he came, okay? And we were playing like board games and stuff like that. And so me and him were talking. Now, mind you, I had my bangs. I had cut my own bangs. It was bad. I thought I was cute, but he said that I looked like Matilda. But he gave me a chance. Okay? He gave me a chance. He gave Latilda a chance. But as we were engaging and talking, I really liked him. Like I really, really liked him. And so we were leaving the house and he was like, okay, so we'll connect tomorrow and we'll do something. We'll go out. So because we hadn't gone out. And he got into his car. It was a truck. He got into his truck. And I'm telling you, this truck was and is still on a kickstand. It's on a kickstand. Literally, you that truck
It's
going.
rough.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was like, as soon as I saw him get, I'm looking at him like, oh, he look good. He look good. I, I, he get in the truck. Then he's on kickstand. But either way, like I just remember, and these are the things that I remember. My spirit said, give him a chance, try something different. Because I've been with men or dated men that have nice cars that didn't have what my grandma would say, a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. All they had was that car,
Mhm.
but it was like, oh, well, he had a nice car,
Mhm.
you know. But my spirit instantly said, try something different. Quit looking at what he's getting into and look at him.
Mhm.
And that's my husband. Now, when I went out with him, he actually had other cars and they were nice. Allegedly. But he pulled up in that one. And we laugh about it because he was like, and it's so funny. We just talked about this yesterday. I said, babe, you knew you was coming to see me. Why would you pull up in that truck? He was like, because I'm confident in who I am. I know what I got and I know who I am. I don't care. And he is. He is, and that's what I love about him. He doesn't care. He's not like a flashy guy. He's not that kind of guy. And I've never been with a man like that. He doesn't care. I have to tell him like, babe, please don't wear the Walmart clothes to the kids game, please. Because he'll just throw something on. He like, I ain't trying to dress up for nobody. I don't really care. I don't really, he's confident in who he is. And a lot of times I pray for that for myself, like to be that confident that I don't have to like I have something that I don't, you know? So he has valued me and also taught me how to even value other people for that matter. So, but yes, we still have the truck that's on a kickstand. It's definitely on a kickstand. And honestly, that's my daughter's favorite car. She's like, we're getting in the truck. I'm like, this is, I don't know if this is safe or not. But either way, I think as women, we need to bring it down. I don't know, listeners, you let us know how you feel. Um, there was a list of restaurants, correct?
Mhm.
Were there any other restaurants on that list?
Oh, it was a whole bunch. I don't remember. It was all the ones that like chains and stuff. They said no chains and
Yeah, that's what she said. Something about don't take me to a I'm like,
Mhm.
so I can't go to Waffle House? I can't go to Waffle House. We can't go to Waffle House after we go out. I mean, it's just like, so no woman is supposed to get out of the car. What's another one that's really good? Oh, Bonefish.
I don't Bonefish
Is that a
Bonefish is
chain?
it probably is.
I don't know, but it's good around here. They got Bang Bang Shrimp. That's all I know.
And
Bring on the Bang Bang Shrimp. Oh my gosh. Like, I look forward to Bang Bang Shrimp. I just feel like there's a standard that folks are living by. For what?
and then this is why they're still single.
Ooh.
Still single.
Ty said it. I ain't say it. Say that
It's
again, Ty.
true. It's true though. This
They're
is
still
why
what?
they're still single. Like this is
Mm.
why. Because you don't give anyone a chance. Like you just going by their shoes, their watch,
Oh, well, them
what
shoes
they have
the
on the
you
clothes.
got to have the
But I'm
right
saying
shoestrings tied.
I agree. I'm just saying, let you go on off of all that.
Yeah.
Like you're not, like you said, valuing the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like really trying to figure out who this person is, not trying to figure out what he driving and what he wearing. I mean, I want him to be clean too, like clean cut, clean. I want him to be cleaned up also. But as far as taking me somewhere, like you can't take me to certain places because why?
Yeah.
Like that's just how I feel. But I mean, people do have their own opinion about everything, and I also feel like men should know what they're getting themselves into by the time you decide you're taking this person on a date.
Well, yeah.
Because talking to this person,
That's a
you
good
know,
point.
okay, I believe, at least as far as female is concerned, she gonna say, like, I like this kind of restaurant. This is what kind of, like, you carrying
Yes.
yourself a certain type of way, so you're gonna say, this is what I like. This
Yes.
is what I don't like. So if that happened and you pull up to Cheesecake Factory, okay, I get that part. Because she already told you,
Don't take me
right,
to
this is not
Cheesecake
what I do.
Factory.
And you accepted the fact that she said, I'm
Don't
not.
take me.
So I can see that. I can see that. It doesn't make it okay, but I can see that if
Right. Right.
you already knew,
Right.
like, this is not somewhere that I'm okay
Yeah.
with going.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that part. But if you just was like, just take me wherever you want to take me, like wherever you want to go, like we can just go wherever you want to go, or surprise me in Cheesecake Factory show surprise, then like you asked for it.
Let's be so excited.
It's Cheesecake Factory
Me
a lot.
too.
Like I like it a
Me
lot.
too.
Their fried mac and cheese is bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Like
What you doing later? You want to go Cheesecake Factory?
we can,
Girl.
we can. I wouldn't mind going.
I think you bring up a great point though. Because as you were saying it, I was thinking it, but you said it. I thought, like, if you're really connecting with someone, listen, if you really like that person, you don't really care where they're getting ready to take you. You just want to see them.
Yeah.
They just want to see you.
Yeah.
Because you guys are bringing something out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to your point, you're going to know on the phone.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
Unless it's just me, because I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm going to lay everything out on the table.
You do.
Right then and there.
You do.
Because I want you to be surprised. And if it's something that you feel like you can't handle or don't want to deal with, then don't.
Ty does. She often says things sometimes, and she doesn't mean to be offensive, but she definitely is.
Yeah.
So like the time that I came in and I was like, I can't believe this person stopped in today. Somebody stopped into our place of business, right? And I wasn't expecting this person to come in. And I was like, oh my gosh, can't believe they came in. I wasn't ready. I got all this going on. And she just, out of nowhere, well, at least you look okay. I mean, because normally, I'm like, what? Wait a second. At least you look professional because there's a professional person coming in. And I was like, I wasn't ready. She was like, well, at least you look good because normally, I'm like, well, that's just a break. What you talking about? She's like, well, you kind of put your hair up in this little thing. I'm like, girl. Hence,
I meant well.
The reason that I've been trying to step my game up now, like I'm going to work now the way I feel comfortable sometimes. But yeah, but she completely calls it out. So I can't imagine how it is being a dude talking to you because you have scared some people off like, yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just try to keep it real, people. That's all.
I mean,
I
there's
want
nothing
somebody to
wrong
keep
with
it real with
that.
me. And I always try to say, please don't be offended.
Right.
I don't mean it in an offensive way. It's the only way I know how to say it or that's going to come out that I can
But
think of.
when people say that, like, "Oh, please don't be offended," it's because they're getting ready to say something that's offensive.
Yes. Yes. That's true. That's true. But I don't know. I just.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I always tell you when you got something in your teeth, I'd be like, "Girl, you got something." I
Mhm.
do that all the time. I tell
Mhm.
everybody that kind of stuff, and because I love you, and I don't want you going out talking to somebody with spinach. Not you,
Yeah, I
but
know what you're saying.
anyone.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like, you got booger in your nose, and they'll be like, "Oh," like, "What? It's just me." You
Yeah.
know, I don't want you going out with a booger in your nose and you single,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But I don't know. I can't help it. I just want it to be like that. Because I learned not saying anything doesn't get you anywhere
Yeah.
at all. And then when it does come out, it's like, hold up, this is a totally different person. That's why it's like, nope, this is me. That's it.
Right. 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 I really believe that we talked about some funny things here, right? But there's a huge spiritual component to this of how we deal with people, our expectations of people. Listen to our other podcasts because we talk about expectations, we talk about value. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button because we have some other topics that we've talked about where these things are coming up today. I do feel like there's a spiritual component. We're laughing at her not getting out of the car for Cheesecake Factory, but in all actuality, does that mean because she's not getting out of the car that she's like, listen, I value myself more than you taking me to Cheesecake Factory? Is there a limit? How does God view that? Did she possibly miss opportunity of engaging and having a long lasting relationship because she was too good, quote unquote, to go to Cheesecake Factory? And how many times do we as women do that to men? Black women are ahead of the game right now in opening up businesses and being leaders in the community and having corporate jobs and things like that. So if we're the leaders of it, then where's that put black men or men in general, any man? If we're becoming leaders. So if we are, then does that mean we have to look down on men that aren't in those positions, that don't own businesses, that don't have this and don't have that? Or is it our job to build them up? You guys let us know. Thank you for tuning in with us today. Make sure that you comment and engage and let us know. Are you going to Cheesecake Factory? Are you going to McDonald's? Ty said no. Okay, I said I'm going to get the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. But
I just don't like McDonald's. I
yeah,
just
it's
don't
fine.
like
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. If I ever catch her there, she's never going to hear the end of it. Like, subscribe, let us know how you feel about it. Do you value yourself? If you disagree, I want to hear why you disagree, and maybe we can come back and talk about it and have that discussion. So
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. Imagine me, imagine you, imagine us, and we are out.